Holy cow. I think we here. Looks like we're live there. Let's make sure we're live here. What is going on? Friends, Romans, countrymen, guys, gals, non-binary pals. What is going on? Happy Friday! Holy moly, we've done it! We've already made it to another Friday. When did that happen? What a time to be alive. How's it going, everyone? There's a lot of water in my horn. Yo, what's going on, Professor and Roy Loves History? Hello to the both of you. Good to see y'all. Soupy, excellent. What's up, Soupy? Soupy, and Professor, I remember your name as well because you come to YouTube and it's a name, and the name escapes me. I apologize, but it's great to see the both of you. Hope you're doing goodness. We're not gonna have a timer for today because we gotta. I'm still not entirely, but I'm operating under the assumption that it is at around 2 o'clock. So I need to get to campus around 1:15 or so. Scott, that's what it is. Scott, excellent. What's going on? I knew it was something. Looking for an instrument to play because someone I know is in Japan and they can buy one for me. That's very interesting. Like what kind of budget are y'all looking? Like, are we talking, a Japanese-made like Yamaha French horn, for example, or like a shamisen, or like a, you know what's up, Scott? You know what's up. We're on that same wavelength. I don't know. I don't even know what a shamisen is, but the word is embedded in my brain for whatever reason. That's really funny. French horn looks evil. Looks evil. Like in general, or like a Yamaha, like a Japanese style horn? Because they're not evil. They're so beautiful and so wonderful, and they make my ears happy. Anyways, before we get too derailed already, we're at the point of warm up where we do scales. So congratulations, chat, on this wonderful Friday. We get to do some scales together. How hard is the French horn? Fucking hard. It's like anything. How, it depends on what your goals are with it. Like, if you want to play a tune, you might be able to squeak out some notes. If you want to play, Strauss's Horn Concerto, is going to take years and years and years of study probably to get to that level of proficiency. It's difficult among the brass because the mouthpiece is so small, and where it sits on the harmonic series is very tricky because all the partials are very close to each other. Plus the range is so crazy. You got like 5 octaves to be able to work through functionally. So it's pretty difficult. But I love it, and it's a lot of fun to work on. But horse trash, play the lick. We're going to get to the lick as soon as we get done with scales. Good to see a horse trash. I love that name, by the way. I would absolutely love to play shamisen, but I don't want one. They're expensive, and the maintenance is insane. I feel like I agree with you. I need to refresh my memory real quick. Shamisen. It's like a large string. Oh, I was thinking of something different. That's like a I've seen, what is it? Mongolian throat singing videos on YouTube where they're playing a similar like stringed instrument. I don't think it would be a shamisen, but it looks very similar. It's really interesting. All right, let's play some scales, you guys. Because we are serious musicians. We need to take this shit very seriously. So we do majors first, then we'll run through all the majors really quick. While I'm going through the majors, if y'all want to, don't you tell me how to do my practice. We've been through this. What flavor of minors would y'all like? We've got till I'm done with the majors. You've got natural, melodic, or harmonic. Vote now. Yo, what's up, Mdor? Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys. And Preston, what's going on? And you know, I'm not if that's the only thing they say, because they apologized, I'm pretty sure last time. You know, I believe in second chances. So if as long as they're not annoying with telling me how to run my practice again, there's room for everyone. But it's great to see y'all. I only understood the importance of scales in like the last 5 years, dude. I'm right there with you. Like when I was in college, I learned all my scales, right? But it never really, I don't know if I just needed to hear certain, like I watched a video just a couple months back where like the guy said everything in music is scales or pieces of scales. And I don't know why I never like looked at music through that lens, but it's true. Like you look at so many things and it's just a scale. Nocturno, it's just you've got A flat and D flat, I think, major scales. The Franz Strauss concerto, just because I'm looking right at them. All the hard 16th note bits, it's just moving up and down the B flat scale. You go through any of the Mozarts, it's all E flats and Ds. You know, it's everything is just scales and bits of scales. So the more you have, you know, proficiency under your fingers and being able to run up and down the scales. Mozart 1, for example. Oh, there's a piece that's literally just an E major scale, right? In the very first. And it's difficult if you don't think of it as such. Ba, 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 ba. Bum ba da 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 bum 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 ba ba da 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 da. But you're just going up and down E major, you know, with an A sharp in there thrown in for good measure. But it's all just, if you know your E major scale, you can play that whole bit. It's really like, yeah. I will never dictate how anyone practices, even though they stream. It's like I have to strive to respect everyone's techniques for my own orchestra. Yes, no, I agree with you. I'm just. We're not hating, but that's your last warning, Emfrick. You tell me to stop yapping again, I'll put you in timeout longer than 24 hours. Okay? Because we're all just moving at the beat of our own French horn, you know? Plus, hydrate. Very good reminder. Appreciate that, Mdor. I'll drink to that. Cheers, brother. Because also I use my yapping as a chance to recover my chops in between playing. It's not all about just playing straight for the entire practice session. You need to take breaks and have some rest. You know. Can't believe you're accusing me of hating on Q-Born and what are... I understand if it's not directed at me, but that's also not the energy that I'm trying to bring into my chat. So please chill. We're not trying to hate on anyone. It doesn't matter if anyone's unc or nephew. I'm very unc and I lean into it. You know? Just don't hate on the people in my chat. Please. Appreciate it. And also, here's the other thing. Is all this is happening through text. I have no idea what like your intention is, if you're being sarcastic, if you're just like trying to get a giggle. I don't know you. All right? All I see is this text and it's being like weird. So please chill. That's all. That's all. We can have fun and have a good time. We're just doing scales, man. It's not that serious. The shifts down to the low range are sort of working a little bit today. They feel more fluid, like I don't have to herky jerky in between where that C is at. I just wanted to say quit yapping for the inside joke. I appreciate that. I thank you for saying that. I don't like that inside joke. If it's all the same. Anything else, but like it feels like you're trying to, you know, dictate my practice time, and that I don't like. But if you want to have an inside joke, I would say maybe try again. I'm all for it, but that one doesn't hit for me. Yo, 10 stream streak, Mdor, you fucking legend! Holy moly. Dude, I love that. Thank you so much. I'm truly touched. Thank you so much. That's 10 fucking days in a row that you have decided to hang out with me. And that's I'm sincerely, I'm speechless, you know? That's really cool. That's really cool. Thank you so much, Mdor. Whew. All right. We got to finish these scales eventually. See, that was E major, and I threw an A sharp in there on the low octave because I'm crazy like that. Can I play Tchaik 5th horn solo? Probably. There's a lot of excerpts from Tchaikovsky 5. Let me see, because I've been playing 4, the intro to Chike 4 recently, so that's what's in my mind. So give me 1 second. Chike, that's also 4. I don't know that I have 5 printed. Shostakovich 5 is what I'm thinking of, I think. I've got both of those. Probably. If you hang around for a little bit, once I finish warming up, we will do Chike 5. We'll take a look at the excerpts for that for sure. I love Tchaikovsky for horn. Like I say, the intro to number 4. If y'all have not heard even just like the first 3 minutes of Chike 4, oh, absolutely gorgeous. I think we have D flat majors, and then y'all have not just saying. I don't know what minors I'm doing. If y'all have any inkling to hear anything other than natural minors, because I do natural minors by default. But if you want to hear melodic or harmonic, now's the time. Let me know. Y'all might have actually been able to hear that low D flat this time. It looked like it was picking up on the microphone. We're almost getting those. All right. Cool. I see no votes. We will do natural minors, which are beautiful scales. Almost made it Dorian with a flat 2 in there. There's no D flat in C natural minor. Excuse me. Phew! My goodness. Scales are coming along. It feels good to be like something that is that I can tell we're taking a dub when we see it. I can tell is improving is the fluidity with which I can shift from the very, very low up into normal register and then coming back down. They seem more connected. as of late, and that is a win for sure. I'm gonna find me some trumpet solos and maybe recorder. Dude, I love that. There was a Tomasi, I think, Tomasini, something. There was a trumpet concerto that was recommended to me to listen to a number of weeks back. Not Albinoni. You know the one I'm talking about. That one was so fucking cool. I really enjoyed that one. I've only listened to it once. Otherwise, I think I only know like Haydn and Hummel. I think in terms of like classical trumpet solos. I have heard. I don't know if I the Arrival of the Queen of Sheba for recorder, but I've also heard it either with trumpets or cornets for that the recorder part. Might be very interesting. I could get two birds stoned at once. You could get the trumpet and the recorder parts. I bet you they have them both on IMSOP too. Just saying. Did we just do? We just did F sharp, right? Probably. Maybe. Also tried to do an E flat Dorian on the last on the low octave. One of these days we're just gonna have to do Dorians to get them out of my head otherwise. Most of the time, most of the music I have is second or third parts for symphonic band, so it feels weird to play alone when I probably won't play with a full band again. I see. Why not play with a full band again? Do you not have like a community band or maybe an ensemble at the local community college? Like that's what I'm doing is I'm playing with the community college's wind symphony and also brass ensemble. There are a few community bands that I could look into, but they're not super around here. They're either far or not accepting members or something at the time. But in any event, there's opportunities to play if there's if there's something around you that provides that opportunity, of course. That was E flat because I did a weird E flat Dorian. Forget D minor, apparently. I live in a town of about 3,000 people 20 miles from the next town. Yikes. I hear you, dude. That's kind of my town is a little bit larger than 3K, but that's basically where I went to high school. It was my town had like 1,700 people. My entire county had one stoplight that was in our town, which was a point of pride for us. But like you had to drive half an hour, if you wanted to go to any of the there was a Walmart that was half an hour away. There was the movie theaters, which were half an hour away. There was a mall that was half an hour away, all in different directions, by the way. Like the Walmart was that way, theaters and mall were that way, and then over that way were like Springs and Rivers. It was just, yeah. I know that all too well. My family could be the community band though, especially in a couple of years. Hashtag goals. Hashtag hell yeah. That would be pretty cool. Let's see. So those are scales. What if we were to say horn excerpts, and let's go to Tchaikovsky 5 perhaps, because one of these excerpts, yeah, this one, Tchaikovsky Symphony Number 5, and it's showing the opening to Tchaik 4, so that's unfortunate there. But let's see. Oh yeah, the one from the second movement. Yeah, that's kind of like the only I haven't worked out the end of it there, and I don't really know, like, I have not studied or worked up Tchaik 5. I just sort of know how it sounds, and it's not too bad. That's a very absolutely gorgeous excerpt. We don't even have a stoplight. Walmart's an hour and a half away. My God. That's crazy. My wife plays clarinet. My oldest is learning flute. Second oldest wants to learn clarinet. Son plays a little uke. Youngest will most likely learn to play something. Dude, you've got the makings of like a little woodwind quintet there. Hell yeah, a little professor chamber orchestra going on. That's fucking cool, dude. I love that. My mom was a flautist. Is a flautist. She, just doesn't play anymore, but she's very good. When she has tried. She's tried to play violin at times before. We grew up with the piano, right? I was the horn player. My next oldest sibling also played horn and some trumpet and low brass. And then my youngest was a euphonium player as well. So we kind of have a little brass ensemble over here. Y'all got a little woodwind chamber orchestra something. That's pretty fucking cool. I love musical families, dude. It's just so much fun. You always have someone to play with, Same as like you know, if y'all siblings enjoy video games, which my siblings very much did. We always had people to, you know, play Smash, do you know, Stardew Valley or Terraria or Power World, you know, co-ops. Good times. You always got someone to play with. That's the moral of that story. Anyways, I haven't even really warmed up. It's 11 o'clock. Do I have a time yet for my lesson? I don't. Maybe they don't do time specific slots every week and you just kind of show up and let it ride. Because that's kind of how I've done it. The 2 lessons that I've had, I've just kind of shown up and went in and got taught. So maybe that's what we'll do. Okay, so that's scales. What are we? We're at 31 minutes and we've done scales. Okay, let's actually do some shit. Now you are correct, M. Frick. I am yapping too much. I need to actually play some shit. I will allow that when I say it. I'm allowed to say it. But you are correct. Oh, excuse me. That's weird. That's weird. I've been talking too much. Blame me. No. That's the thing. There is no blame. There is no blame. If anything, blame is on me for, like, you know. But there's no blame because this is all practice. We're having fun. I've skipped one in there. Kind of going the series out of order. Can't quite do those quite as fast on the descent. But that's okay, because once we get into these next ones, which are the harmonic series on B flat side, those lock in a little bit easier. And with the exception, really, of just like one or two, they sort of didn't work at all. Otherwise, they sort of all did work in keeping the line and the airflow connected down into the bottom, which is improvement. Little by little. Whew! Good nails. Alrighty. What's the time? 11:05. We're still making good time. This is very positive. Goodness. Goodness gracious. All right, so that's the point in my warm-up in which I usually start streaming after the harmonic series stuff, because then we go into flexibility exercises once we're sort of warmed up with flexibilities, right? So today I should work a little bit on the tuba flexi. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But as soon as I get it, I'm going to love it. So I need to actually do it. And this was assigned to me 2 weeks ago by my teacher, and I've kind of been putting that off. So let's try. maybe that one's actually kind of I think I can feel fatigue in my bottom lip already. And one thing that I've noticed, and this is kind of I was playing yesterday in a warm-up room in front of a mirror, and I was noticing as I played low, see if my embouchure does it. I don't know if you can tell my embouchure, but my left side is like drooping. My right side is firm, my right corner. My left side sort of like this guy kind of pulls downwards. So what I've been trying to sort of make a conscious effort to do is sort of like firm and pinch up this corner, because it's not like I've seen people sometimes have like who was it? I think it was Stefan de la Valliedzerski had like a stroke or something where he lost nerve damage. Maybe he lost feeling in like half of his face and couldn't make a corner, couldn't make an embouchure for like 6 months to a year or something. And that's not the case with me. I think it's just I'm just not used to whatever muscle memory I have for getting those low notes to sound includes this like lax corner, and they really need to both be firm. More like this than like this. It's kind of like allowing some to slacken, some to tighten, and I think that's not good. So that I think what I'm doing is engaging these a little bit more, which is they're clearly not used to doing that. So weird. But sometimes like I will feel pinching, or not pinching, but intentionally tightening the left side, and I feel like notes feel better. So I do think it is correct, just not in my muscle memory at the moment. That might be the tubiflexy. That might be the tubiflexy, at least as much as I'm willing to work on the tubiflexy right now, because like that's one series of them. There's also the rest of them. All right, let's get a click real quick. Real quick click. Let's do these here flexibilities. Excuse me. Woo-wee. That's tricky. And it's tricky in a different way today. Normally, when it's tricky, the lowest ones actually kind of slot in, but the ones that don't are the ones like the B flat A flat series. Those all worked. It was only once we got to the horn and horn and C series, 1 and 3, that they sort of didn't sound on the bottom, which is interesting because that is not usually the case. That's okay, I guess. Every day something a little different, I suppose. That's what makes it, I don't know. All right. Gonna find some sheet music on MuseScore. I use MuseScore. A lot of times people come in and be like, hey, do you know this enter random Star Wars theme? I'd be like, not off the top of my head, but hold on a second. Quick little Google search, and lo and behold, top result is either Scribd or MuseScore, or the other MuseScore. There's like 2 MuseScores for some reason. But it's really good stuff. I have found a lot of really fun arrangements and music on MuseScore. One more flexibility and then lip trills. 50 minutes into stream. Jesus Christ. This is, we are taking our sweet ass time here, aren't we? Which, to be fair, is good because I need to save chops for my lesson. I don't know exactly when that's going to be. So this is still good. Cool. Oh God, lip trills. Yeah. Mine are not better than yours. Sig Figs, good to see you, by the way. Hope you're having a great Friday, my friend. Yeah. Lip trills are kind of always, I don't, like, the definition of insanity, right? We're about to get philosophical here. Not really. I've been trying to do most days, right? Most days doing some form of lip trill exercise. Probably since day like 30 or 40, I would say. And like they're getting there. Every now and again they pop into where they need to be, and it feels like they're getting easier to get to that point, but like if I'm being real, I thought we would kind of have one by now. That's a little frustrating. Not really. I mean, it's fine. It's just the exercises for them are so tedious and weird and boring, and they're not like my favorite things to do, but they are good. They're good to do, for sure. It's, you know what? Before we get into actually doing them, just as a reminder for myself, Freudis's advice on lip trills. In my experience, practicing lip trills is a very efficient way to train the lips. Besides the advantage of having good trills when you need them, the everyday practice of them makes your facial muscles stronger and able to react quicker. Yep. She is so right. She is so right about that. I do notice that I can, like, I don't know, the responsiveness, working on getting that responsiveness has increased some, but like, I really wanted it to be there by now. I'm just impatient. I don't know if that came across on camera, but my water bottle decided to fight back. I can do one flip, but I can't really trill. Yeah. So, I mean, you're about to see where mine are at, and they're not like good. I start them on the third space C and go downwards, and usually by the time I get to like the A flat, G, those will start to like, you know what I mean? It's like it wants to pop so bad, or it'll stick on, like, it'll be like, I'll do the pentelbus, right? That's university, 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 and then it'll be like university, university, but university, university. It's like it's weird. It like wants to, and it'll stick on one side or the other. That's what I'm saying. It's like it'll be da 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 da, like it just it wants to so bad. It just ever so cannot, you know. I have the official music book for the original trilogy. We talking Star Wars? We talking Lord of the Rings? Cause like that's pretty fucking cool. Star Wars original trilogy music book. We're doing a in Wind Symphony, obviously Wind Band. It's like you have your big hits, John Williams, everything, Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean. We're doing all three of those. So the John Williams is like E.T. and some Star Wars and a lot of Star Wars actually. Indiana Jones, stuff like that. So it's really cool. And I got to play first yesterday. I was filling in because the first horn went and played percussion for some reason. Not entirely sure. But I got to fill in for first on a couple of those. And let me tell you, that's some fun shit. Played John Williams in concert back in high school. It's a good piece, dude. I hear you. It's a lot of fun. And it's a chop buster. I was not prepared. Like, because I'm used to doubling up on the fourth horn. And most times I'm even playing the fourth horn parts down an octave just because I'm a cheeky little shit. But so having to play, you know, the notes as written on the staff and about like up there for as long, like it was a major endurance test, and I kind of failed. You know, we did a concert of music. I'm gonna start that one over again. My apologies. We did a concert. We're gonna show that. Sorry. We did a concert of movie music, and it was the most glorious thing. My favorite was Pirates or How to Train Your Dragon. Dude, I don't know that I've ever paid much, or like I have not experienced How to Train Your Dragon in a wind band context, but that would be a really good one. Ooh, now I want to. Now I'm jealous. Pirates is like, you know, I played Pirates back in high school because everyone was doing Pirates in high school. That was like the time to do Pirates, and not just concert band, but marching shows. They were doing that shit too. So I'm glad I took 15 years away from the Pirates stuff, but now that I'm back into it, it's kind of like I can dig it. Might get a kick out of this. Growing up, I had an upright grand piano that was over 100 years old with ivory keys. Never had a single piano lesson. Oh my goodness. You had the keys to the kingdom, my friend. Oh, and slipped through your fingers. That's really cool. We had I'm reading the orchestra. Yes, did an orchestra too. That sounds fucking epic, dude. It does make sense because we had a piano growing up too. It was an upright, you know, that was just out, and I tinkled on it, you know, on occasion. I had some books and I tried to play, but I never like learned. I don't think I ever had piano lessons either. So college, when I had to take 2 semesters of keyboard, just because they wanted to, you know, take my money. You know, these classes are like, man, but all right, we got to do lip trills. There's a bug in my room. That doesn't seem right. wants to so bad. I don't know if it's coming across as well on the mic, but it's like like it's trying so bad. I lost it. Oh, it wants to so bad. That one felt like it was just like up. I don't know. It feels like I've said this before, and I realize how foolhardy it is, but I feel like we're like so close. Maybe a day or two away, you know? I asked my mom for it, but when she was moving from California to Utah, I wasn't able to get it moved to Montana, so my older brother took it to Arizona. I hope he still has it. My goodness. That is a well-traveled piano. California to Utah to Arizona, like that is a great Western Plains piano for sure. I hope they still have it too. My mom texted me the other day about we might have a family friend looking to offload a piano. I might be getting a piano. I don't know. Are there any deets on the piano? Forgot to follow up on that, but I've kind of been looking for one. I might be getting a piano. That would be very cool, because I'm going to need, unfortunately, to take piano classes, and I'm not good at piano. Was one, but it was kind of like it was like it wanted to be. It was a trill from just the top side. It was like that was weird. Almost. Edward James almost. Any Battlestar Galactica fans out there? Or Dexter Season 6 enjoyers? Season 5, maybe? One of those. Whichever one also starred Colin Hanks. Started with my family in Wyoming, then to Utah, then Cali, and left Cali. Oh my god. Dang. That's crazy. I got a piano for free from my old boss. Gonna get the tools and tune it myself. You're gonna tune it yourself. I mean, that's crazy. I've never thought about trying to tune a piano by myself. I would definitely probably pay a professional. Because aren't they like, they're not as dangerous as like garage springs, right? Where if you overtune it, it'll like snap and like cut you in half or something. But like, whew, that's a bit of DIY that I think I'm happy outsourcing to a professional. For me personally, you know. I wish you all the best of luck. Okay, so, we should probably... Running through lesson stuff. That's what we're doing. So, Strauss. Gonna play the first movement. Probably going to also do the second movement as well. Once we get there. But first movement first. It looks real simple, just time-consuming. Don't think any string snaps would be dangerous. Well, all right. That was my concern, and if that's not a concern, then Godspeed, my friend. Whew. Yeah, because you would have to tune, 88 individual strings to... I can see that would definitely be very time-consuming. Yikes. Yo, Pills. Not much up with me. What's going on with you? Happy Friday, my friend. Good to see ya. We're just about to start some real music. We've been fooling around doing some exercises this morning. Almost got a lip trill. Not quite. And we're about to do Strauss 1 a little bit before we probably sign off and get ready for the lesson. Although I still don't actually know when it is, but I'm going to need to get up to campus pretty soon. So, let's run through some Strauss. Before we do, just because my first valve feels a little slow. Just a touch sticky. Let's get some Earl up in that bitch. Make sure there's no water. Thank you, Pills. I appreciate it. We'll see. This is the first lesson in 2 weeks because the instructor was sick last week, unfortunately. So we'll have to see if I've done my homework correctly. She might be extra demanding on me because I've had 2 weeks to work out this stuff instead of 1. So I don't know. It's very possible we're in the market for a failing grade. That's not actually true, but I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought of it. Anxiety and academics kind of go hand in hand for me, even though, like, I've always been very good at academics. There's no reason for this anxiety. Yo, Tapioca, what's going on? Need some advice? If it's something that I can help with, I would be happy to help. Hope you're doing well, friend. Happy Friday to ya. It's far over 88 strings. Like the bottom third of the notes are 1 string. The middle third have 2, and the top third have 3. Oh, fuck. I didn't even realize. I didn't realize there were multiple strings for... Wow. Dang. So that's like 150, 175 strings? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's even worse than I had thought. Okay. How many strings does a piano have? There's like 230 strings is a common average. Wow. Some Steinways have 236 or more. What? That's crazy. That's so fucking wild. I had no idea. Dang. Dang. Now it makes sense. Piano tuners are very, they got another shit. It's about a girl. I maybe, I don't know. I might be able to, but without knowing context, you know, it's going to be very difficult. But, I don't know, man. You like a girl? That's pretty sweet. That was a much better intro. It's these people selling roses. There's an option to buy one anonymously, but I don't know what to write on the notes. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. First off, definitely do that. Definitely get a rose. You know, and it just depends. You know, what do you like about this girl? Does she like you? Do y'all have like rapport, or is this something like you've got a crush on, but you're trying to start a conversation, sort of a thing? You know, because if you're already like friends and flirty a little bit, and you just need help getting over the hump, pun intended. But you know, that's a different sort of note than, hey, I saw you from across the room. I think you're cute. Do you want to, you know, get a soda pop or something sometime? You know what I mean? There's a lot of ways you can do that. There's a lot of good ways to handle such a situation. Looked into having a piano tuner do it, but I have to pay his travel too because he'd be coming like 90 miles. Yikes! Yeah, that would. I mean, that's the cost of the tuning right there, just for transportation. Jeez. Yeah, that's in that case. I mean, shoot, might as well do it yourself. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely right. Ba-ba-dum. Not bad. Not bad for the exposition. But for the water popping. Not in the valves, huh? I just put oil in the valves and there's nothing in the valves. Seems a little sus to me. All right. Development. Yeah. Sounding really good today, in my opinion. Thank you, Tapioca. I don't mean to all over my. That felt pretty good. A couple of things, like for example, just this part in the triplets always seemed to be troublesome. That C there is having problems or trouble speaking in context. I feel like when I'm playing through that one, it doesn't usually go super well. But all right, that was pretty nice. I still have all of my sheet music from school, even from when I started back in 6th grade. Holy cow! I've got some like horn solos that I copied from my band director, who was my horn teacher, like Villanelle, Adagio and Allegro, the Schumann, a couple things like that I've got copies of. But in terms of like wind symphony stuff that we were doing, like Shenandoah Pirates and stuff, I don't have any of that mess. Yo, what's up, Whippy guy? What's going on? Band director is helping me getting my euphonium, dude. We fucking love our euphonium players in this house. That's so fucking cool. I can't wait for day 100 either. We got to figure out something to do. My guys. And just while I'm thinking about it, because I have committed to you guys, once we hit, and we're not there yet, so that's all. I'm just looking, but we're gonna break out some guitar stuff for once YouTube hits 250 subs. We're at 248, so we're getting close to guitar practice too. That'll be fun. Dude, Shenandoah is such a good tune. I remember, because I think I started with the high school band when I was in 7th grade, because we had one French horn player who was a senior that year, and other than that, it was me. So they got me like into, you know, the upper level bands early so that I could carry on when she graduated, because otherwise they would have had zero. And we played Shenandoah, and I remember it was really hard because the first note was an F. And I was like, oh my god, this is so low. This is impossible. You know, and et cetera, et cetera. It was a really fucking, such a good piece. That's the first one that I remembered playing with the high school band, and I was like, oh yeah, I can do this shit, you know? Well, oh, that was not me begging for subs or anything, just to put that out there. We're gonna do the guitar stuff, and actually, if we don't hit it today, that's better, because my fingertips are not. I haven't been practicing, and I need to toughen up my fingertips. So I'm not ready for the 250, but I appreciate the sentiment, Tapioca. I appreciate you guys. And also I just want to say, because I don't usually, because I don't look at numbers until after the stream is over, but I always notice there's so many likes on the stream. There's so many people coming in and hanging out. So I just wanted to say to all of you, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for liking the stream, and everything else, because I don't actually thank y'all for that all that often, and that's bad of me. But thank you, you guys, sincerely. Okay. What are we at? It's almost noon. Okay. I've got to go pretty soon, but I think I want to play some of the second movement, because we're going to be doing, I think that's the next one. Once first movement is like in decent position, she said second movement is going to be, and then in another little bit, adding the third. So apparently we're going to be working out all of Strauss. So might as well study ahead a little bit. Read ahead, you know what I mean? rest, 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 rest. Only 4 measures. Don't have enough time to do this, but whew, my chops are tired. Thanks for reminding me to practice. Always practicing every day. Every day you must practice. This is the way. This is our Mandalorian mantra. Is every day you practice. This is the way. My band is playing a Star Splitter fanfare. I've never heard of that. That sounds really cool. Thank you, Whippy Guy, for hanging out. I appreciate you. I bet you're already gone, and I apologize, but it's good to see you, friend. This one's more like 10 measures of rest. I actually do have a little time to empty the spit. I've been thinking about doing a 30-minute stream every day instead of an hour stream bi-weekly. Excellent. That you have my full-throated support, Professor. The Professor. I don't know what that is, but I just felt right in the moment. Be leaving here in a bit. Stop by tomorrow if I wake up early. Excellent, Tapioca. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, my friend, because I'm probably going to be busy with... I might go into the third movement. Who knows? We'll see, but it's wonderful to see you, as always. Okay, that was all kinds of fucked. Okay, that was bad. Because I did not do the right lead in. I think I was singing the second time after the Poco Calando. Dun, 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 dun. A little bassoon and bass clarinet action. Such a good time. Taking off tapioca. Lovely to see you, my friend. Have a great rest of your Friday, my friend. Friend. I'm saying friend too much. Whatever. Have a good one. Excuse me. Why can't I hit a fucking F? I'm going B flat D G every single time. Jesus. Bum ba da bum ba da ba ba da ba bum bum bum. Mum ba da 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 dum ba da 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 dum ba da da dum ba da da dum ba da da dum ba da 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 dum ba da 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 dum ba da da dum ba da da dum ba da 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 ba dum ba dum ba da 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 dum. Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah. Yeah. What's the time? 12:08. 12:08. I think it's about time. That's a little messy, but in the interest of preserving my choppers, I think that's probably about as much practice as we've got time for today prior to lesson. So, with that said, I'm going to warm down, especially because we just did that. That was some pretty high and technical playing. Chops busted, so we're gonna massage the chops on the way down. On the way down, saw you save me from myself, and I won't forget the way you love me. You know what I'm talking about? On the way down, almost fell right through. I know shitty mid 2000s post grunge weirdo shit. I hate that song. And that one freaking started. That one was sounding on the mic too. Oh shit! I forgot that I had exclamation point horn. Thank you for that, Professor. I forgot that I did that. And I stand by them. Honestly, those recommendations are kind of gas. The only one that I would add to that, Blues and Variations for Monk by Jeffrey Lang. I would definitely add that because that is a sexy piece. And I'm getting the sheet music for it. It's saying Wednesday. So hopefully next week we'll be able to start working that one up. But yes. Okay. Cool. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for me for practice today. It's 12:15. I've got enough time for lunch and to get to campus. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. It's been a great day of practice. We actually did some good stuff today. Almost got lip trills, like that close, ever so. And Strauss sounds like it's coming along. I sure hope so, because it's on the exam. Not literally, but any event. I'll see y'all next time. Have a great rest of your Fridays, everybody.